I want to welcome everybody. This is Boo A.K. Blessing, live from my new crib in Brantford. I want to shout out the childhood track soldiers. I'm just doing it big up here and living the dream. Want to welcome everyone who came for this interview. Well, we've come a long way in the last year. We're getting bigger as we go. There's no controlling the speed of this rise into the new game we're creating. I want to welcome everyone here tonight. This is the second interview on the Boo A.K. Blessing Boo Bell on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for supporting me for this year. I want to shout out everyone who's came to my site and viewed the come up of Boo A.K. Blessing. I want to let everyone know it's getting better. We're trying harder. We're learning faster. And everyone's just come together. And I know you're all out there writing your own rhymes too, coming up with your own stuff. That's cool. I like everything about hip hop. I tried to start this all from learning off hip hop, studying hip hop. So when it comes down to it, it's not about who's got the most writtens, who's produced the most videos. It's not about that to me. It's more about just the rap music, enjoying the art part of creating the music yourself and releasing it to the world to then be judged as your quality and your brand of style of music. So we've built this from years of being local rappers in the province of Ontario, and that's how we sort of create this massive want for our style of music. I don't get that many views, but that's because I only got a small fan base on Facebook, and with only that many people in my social media, my fan base won't appear as if it had grown as much as the want for my style of music is needed in the local scenes of around where I make my sort of style of local hip hop. I want to thank everyone for helping me make it as far as I have in the last couple years. I've been doing this since the come up of other rappers in the game that did this with YouTube as well. Blessing's show has 105 views. It's doing okay. Blessing's Transformation, of course, my favorite track. It has over 100 views as well, which I worked very hard on. And I also got my rapping in my living room, which is me just spitting Blessing's Transformation. It's not an easy track to rap. I originally released it on Hood Rich, my first album, and street album. Like I said, this is only local rap. When I'm mixing my beats, I go by Kid Digital. I just mix DJ mixes to rap beats. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of in it. It's kind of repping large, balling, acting like a star. Regardless to what else is going on, Blessing's transformation is a main focus for me. It helps me work on my steady bases in the rap game. It helps me control the better needs to want to use different styles in different songs. I got a lot of other favorites though as well. There's many songs I'm into out there. Yes, Dear. That's number one off Loyalty, which isn't posted anymore, so The Blessing Show. That's a good album. That's my stage show. The other ones are my mixtapes. 6 altogether. Loyalty and Loyalty 2. Also Hood Rich and Hood Rich 2. And Baller Boy EP and Blessing Mode. Or Beast Mode. Those are regardless to the quality of the video. It's just about raw lyrics to me. Take my punches where I hit my punches, I guess. This is Boy K Blessing live repping. Want to shout out the Hood Track Soldiers. Boy K Blessing is a name that I've gone with since the beginning. Boo was my name since I was a baby in St. Catharines, Pine Street South. It was always Boo. I always had dreams of angels and bright lights, cherubs, dreaming, all stuff like this were pretty groovy thoughts to me. So when I was 15, I was in battles under the name Jesus with a G. And after meeting my family members and having nicknames similar and very different from each other, I had changed it to Blessing. And Boo K Blessing just became the main title not very soon after that. But it's always been Boo. My name is Boo. My real name's William Leslie Bell. You can check me out on Facebook under that. But regardless to anything else going on in the hip-hop scene, I'd say Boo K Blessing is going places in life. No, I've never had a major show, but I do have a whole stage show. I've never really been able to get the chance to show off my raps other than in local bars, open mic nights, street corners, plazas, bars, parking lots, gas stations. Anywhere someone wants to hear a rap, I have a rap to spit. But I'm saying I've never done a major show, which I would like to do in the future if I ever got the chance. Always have faith, always believe. So Boo K Blessing's the title, which just stands for, it's more like a son and his brother being set out on the world from a story about ruthless nature. And for familiar thoughts, it'd be more like the progress between thought and believing in yourself, which is far and in between when thinking about things more positively, like Boy Kid Blessing is the Witch King, the boy with a crown, the blessed soldier sent from the heavens above, haunted by the night and crept upon by the day. He makes his way to the king's throne, to regardless, open-armed and wide-eyed, a nature perfect like no other. That's what he would do, that Boy K. Blessing. He would open his arms in delight. He would forget the fright. He would design the proper progressive thought for a boy of his ill-minded natured thoughts would go on, probably, but he would still make it out, that Boy K. Blessing. My wife crucified my mind in a dream. That's a saying I like to say that is based on syllables and the words of the main names of members in the Hood Tracks community. Duly noted. There's a lot more than that out there, and rapping is one of the most important parts of the whole system of reusing words to explain ourselves in our raps and tell our feelings, like poetry about the simile, familiar nature to the smell of the flower and the breeze of the ocean. And without me, I don't know what I would do without me, but what would you do without me? And what would I do without you? But familiar to that, Ralphie Dillie's the only other name I'm going under. Reppin' ROE Young the Camp. My other crew, which has been unformed in the recent couple months due to my move to Brantford. I'm not going by as many titles anymore. I'm sticking right to William and Boo, aka Blessed, and living large. Ralphie Dillie was just something I came up with, just a name. Emperor of a galaxy in his mind, dream of every boy in the hood. That's how Ralphie Dillie gets down. He's an emperor in his mind. He rules this land. He's a soldier at heart. He's always worked hard in life. He progresses immediately and strikes with great force. He's solid. He never fails when faced with a higher difficulty level. It never falls to the rival calling wall. Always bowed to the sword and forceful with granted entrance. Usually maintains himself with great speed. Destined for victory with an outlook that only a winning man could diligently prove to be his strength in life. He's positive minded. He never stops trying. He's the reason why boys in the hood usually act with such a deviant mind and progress on an advantage which is more familiar in this life or the next with the way we take a look at these two characters, Boy K. Blessing and Ralphie Dillie, William Leslie Bell's two personas, two characters we rap under. And saying those numbers, I would really have to say it's all about the rap after. It's all my words. It's what I believe in. All I want is a bagel belt. Everything else, well, if you can't help, participate. And if you participate, you are helping. So alleviate. Alleviate the mind, young boy. Rhyme to enjoy. And then it was more familiar to the Ghost Boy Enterprise. It's more like rap in my mind. If I focus on what the main thoughts and what I was trying to get proved here, I'd say it's how you rap the words, not just the words you use. Every word starts with a different letter in the alphabet, followed by a second letter in the alphabet. And with a vowel, you have a word. So with these letters, it can be broken down into great thoughts about nothing or terrible memories with divine imagination. In one word, you can explain everything. Life starts from one point and progresses until the tree is fully grown, as if peaches grow on the tree. So fill the bucket with peaches after the tree blooms, and we have peaches. So if you caught the Titanic 2 or ever stayed in a space hotel, you'd be proven to have done something admirable on this planet as you stay as a human being on Earth. Those are two accomplishable missions that are possible to have been purchased with enough of the dinero. So don't look at life like you have no hope. It's possible. What if there's lots of ways to succeed in the business world these days? There's the glory on how you look at things, how you kind of become what you're supposed to be purposely, and choose to be delightful to the graceful and remain unbeaten in a rap world where people are faced with the story of failing because they didn't have a choice to be named Victor, the winner. So grinning at your rivalry only gets you deeper down the doo-doo. So what I would do was come up with my own name and don't pick battles that you can't win. And stay out of trouble, try hard to succeed where others can't, to prove that you knew it all along when they finally come through. And do this all with a pen and pad, with nothing wrong, everything right, a lucky feeling in life, self-confidence, wise thoughts, gradual progression. Helping people out usually is a good way to start applying yourself in the community around you. I like to tell people I am a rapper. Gives people a feeling that there is some art in these mean streets. And if we apply ourselves